So we have Hertz Drums, the brand new Hertz Drums expansion, which is called Grand Rock. Grand Rock Railroad or something like that. No, it's called Grand Rock. And this is focused on one of my favorite genres and times of music, which is sort of classic rock from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. They have presets based on things like Guns N' Roses, Back in Black, ACDC, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, so many cool things. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. So this one I'm playing right now is Back in Black, and this is Hertz Drums 2.0. They have increased some velocity layers. They've made the hi-hat smoother, and they've done some other small changes here and there, which I'll cover shortly. And I'm going to show you something again I've touched on in a previous video that is pretty cool, and it's very unique to Hertz Drums, but I'll show you that in a moment. Let's talk about this preset. This is called Back in Black. Let's play it. You can imagine Brian Johnson singing along here. You can do this with the ear. Hertz 2.0, one of the additions here is they've got different looks to all of the kits from the different packs. So Grand Rock has a sort of wood grain look to the shells. If you have multiple packs from Hertz, allows you to identify quickly what you're playing with. I like the snares in this new pack. Really cool stuff. Born to Drum. There's Born to Run, which is Bruce Springsteen, which I'm assuming this is Max Weinberg here. Well, Max Weinberg feel, maybe, kinda. I can tell with 2.0, 6 layers of openness for your hi-hat, and I believe that's for both tip and edge. A lot of pun names and preset names. Drummer's Delight, Rapper's Delight, maybe like a funk thing. I don't think that would really fit here, but let's see. They have kind of hidden this controls here for some of the ambience, and of course with Hertz you can reverse these pretty easily. For instance, I mean, that's really cool. It sounds like the beginning to Aerosmith Angel from the mid-'80s. You could do that kind of thing. There is a new humanize feature with Hertz 2.0. As per the classic Hertz look here, you've got 3 microphone choices for everything. You have this great little grid here that you can adjust room and reverb in one little control. We go up for more room, and go to the right for more reverb. So I'm going to take away all the room and go just reverb. And then here's both. The other new thing here is we have 6 new sort of electronic pads here that you can assign whatever you like to. The way I do this is I go to the MIDI setup here, click on one of these guys, like I'll click on this one, and that's pad 1. And it's set to G3, MIDI note G3. I'm going to hit reset, learn note, and then this is my spare pad. I hit that, right? So I close that down. So now that note is D4. Go over to the sampler, make sure that's selected, and I can assign to that whatever I like. Another snare. You can add your own samples, and I mean multi-layered, round robin, direct, overhead room, etc. samples. Hertz Drums is a full-featured sampler as well. What a lot of people don't realize is that Hertz Drums completely full-featured drum sampler. Let's go China. Now, I have a few packs from them, so I have a bunch of options here. You may only have 1 or 2 rows here, but you've got A, B, and C for the different mic choices. Okay, say you want that one. I'm just left-clicking these to audition them. Right-click to select. There you go. Now you got a chime over here. That is available for all of your keys or your pads, whatever you're playing this on. Killing in the Name Of is obviously a reference to Rage Against the Machine. Living on a Prayer, a little Bon Jovi. Unfortunately, I'm not going to play these with the songs that they're modeled after. I'm going to get a bunch of copyright strikes. I'd love to do that. I might do it in some shorts, though. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear some of these in short form with the original song that they're based on. Ooh, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Scorpions. Let's go through, let's see what that Rock in the Wall, Smears Like Rock Spirit, Smoke on the Drums, Studio at the Seaside Sweet Drums of Mine, Thunderstruck. I mean, a ton of Under the Bridge. Oh man, okay, a quick second of Under the Bridge. All right, so let's go one more here, just for fun. Let's go to Smells Like Teen Spirit, which if you're over 40, you know what Teen Spirit was. It was a antiperspirant. It was an antiperspirant for, I guess, teenage girls back in like the late 80s. So a little bit of education here on E-Drums or VSTs. One of the strengths of Hertz drums is the full-featured drum sampler. They don't talk nearly enough about this. So again, I'm going to go in here and configure my pad right here to play this guy right here, and we're going to choose what's going to play on it. So we go over to sampler, we hit the pad, or we click it here, pad 1. So we're going to clear out what's already in there. We're going to go learn note. And so I'm going to go to sampler, and Hertz Drums allows up to 5 dynamic layers. And within each of those dynamic layers, you can have up to, I believe it's 4 round robins per layer. You've got a direct source, a direct mic source, if you like, overhead, room, reverb, sub, and FX. Now, of course, you could put whatever you want in any of these. That's just going to allow you to play the pad and have each of these samples play, and you can mix them later in the mixer or in your DAW. So for example, we're going to have 2 groups here. The strength is going to be divided between 1 and 93 on the MIDI velocity scale, which is between 1 and 127. Okay, 127 is the hardest hit, 1 is the softest. So we're only going to use the direct mic channel here. So I'm going to go into direct here and go load. All right, so some of you may have seen my old Hertz Drums videos where I used Art of Drumming samples. They're like $5 a pop. You can buy a set of drum samples that they made with round robins of recreations of classic drum sounds from, Pink Floyd, a bunch of different ones. Now, here is one from Korn. And so I've got hi-hat, all this stuff here. We're going to use the Tom 1 from that. It comes in 3 velocity layers, but I'm only going to use 2. So we're going to get all 3 of these round robins for medium level hits for Tom 1. And then we're going to do the same thing, Tom 1. And we're only going to get the hard ones. And we're going to get all 3 of these round robins loaded onto this one pad. And that is from the Art of Drumming's recreation of one of the Korn album drum tracks. So we got round robins, we got 2 velocity layers. You can have up to 6 velocity layers, and I want to say 4 round robins per layer. So now I can incorporate this if I really wanted to into the track right now. Even though I have, these are from Hertz, I have now from a completely different sample set, but it's right here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're into this kind of drum thing, check out this video right here. I think you'll like it. Take care.